maybe you're working hard. Maybe you're doing everything possible, but you're still not getting the results you'd like to see out of your leads. So I want to identify what I believe are 3 core components to figuring out where in the process from purchase to close you're losing out on translation to making this lead program work to your best advantage. And then based on whatever issue it is, identify some solutions right away that you can enact to increase the results that you're getting. So first of all, lead volume. So I once had an agent in North Carolina, really good guy, come to me and complain. He said, Dave, I only sold 2 policies this week. I said, oh man, that's not good, selling final expense. I said, well, how many presentations do you give? 5. Okay. 5 presentations to convert 2 sales. That's not so bad. How many leads did you buy? 10. So he had 10 leads and he made 2 sales off of 10 leads at a 20% application conversion ratio to leads. That's not bad. It could be better, but it's not bad either. It's a good place to kind of be. And so I told the agent, I said, look, your numbers are pretty good. Just buy more leads. Problem solved. And so if you got to look at this stuff, guys, because the reality is that just like in baseball, if your batting average is 250%, if you're closing 25% of the leads that you purchase, you're a good agent, okay? And that percentage is the same if you're working 10 leads or 50 leads. And so there comes a point when you're out there working any kind of lead system. I'm just mentioning final expense here, but it's true for mortgage protection, Medicare supplements, annuities, whatever it is. Whatever the going ratio or goal is for percentage is once you hit that on a smaller level, you have got to start taking a chance on yourself and upping your game by buying more leads, by doing more presentations. And many times you can't get the presentations you want without the lead volume and flow in place. So key point here is look at your lead flow and be realistic. If you got to buy more leads to up your game, to up your presentation, you got to buy more leads, okay? It's very rare you're going to find somebody who's going to do, I don't know, 50% lead conversion on applications, meaning he takes 10 leads and converts 5 applications consistently over a quarter-to-quarter basis. Sure, we all have, experiences where we have short-term runs like that, but not on a consistent level. It's the savants, it's the 2 standard deviations away from the norm that do, and that is a 1% of the time scenario. It's very much more likely that if you're a good agent, you'll have a 20 or 25% ratio as opposed to how many leads you're purchasing. So you're going to have to get more leads in order to make more sales. Okay, so there's diminishing returns. Point number 2 is what percentage out of your leads are you buying that you're actually getting presentation? So let's say you are upping, your leads are there, all right, and you're getting 20, 25, 30 leads a week if you're doing SUPs, mortgage protection, final expense, or even annuities. And what's happening at this point now is how many of those leads are you actually sitting with, okay? Because this has a driving force as well, just as lead volume. So let's say you're buying 30 leads a week and you're only getting 10 appointments. Well, again, if your closing ratio we know is 25% or 20% and you're only getting 2 or 3 sales, that's not good relative to a 30 lead amount, right? So the sticking point here is you're not getting in front of enough of your leads. That's usually a work ethic problem. I very rarely is it a problem that nobody picks the phone up, okay? Well, if no one picks the phone up, guys, you got to go door knock these people. You can't just sit around and mope and complain because nobody answers the door anymore. You got to get out and see people. You got to get belly to belly with them. If you're afraid of doing that, don't be. Just tell them, look, I tried calling. My job's to deliver this information. I don't mean to just show up, but do you have 5 minutes I can deliver it? That's all you have to say. You can excuse yourself, and most people say, yeah, it's fine, no problem. So you got to door knock more. That's probably one of the reasons I've seen most commonly why the difference between one guy doing 10 appointments a week versus 15 and he's getting, say, 25 or 30 leads. So I like to see somewhere in the neighborhood of about 50% presentations to lead ratio. So if you're doing mortgage protection, final expense, annuities, Medicare supplements, whatever it is, make it your goal to get half of your leads set as appointments, okay? 20 leads, 10 appointments. 15 leads, 7 or 8 appointments, and so on and so forth. Number 3 is what percentage are you actually closing your leads? Again, this all has a a ripple down effect to the ultimate ratio, which is what percentage of your leads are you closing in the applications. But this is referencing how many of your presentations you do actually close. This is going to depend on the product to an extent. Generally speaking, your one call closes, it should be about half. You should be sitting with your med sup, final expense, and mortgage protection deals. You should be closing half, all right? So if you set 15 appointments a week, you should sell 7 policies, roughly. Again, is it going to move each week? Absolutely. This isn't an equation. It's not completely, algorithmic. It's random aspects to this business that tend to smooth out over time. But you should be closing 6, 7, 8 deals a week, generally speaking, on a consistent basis if you're hitting 15. The absolute lowest threshold in most cases is 40%. When I see 30%, meaning if a guy does 15 appointments a week and he's buying 30 leads and he's closing 5 deals, that's a 33% conversion ratio. 5 deals out of 30 leads is usually not good in most cases. So I would question, is he working hard enough? Is he seeing enough of his appointments? Or maybe potentially, is there a sales disconnect? Is he not leveraging opportunities? Is he not handling objections? Is he not following the script that I teach? That's when I start to wonder, what sales skills does he have, and is he really doing the best job? Notice this whole time I haven't really talked about maybe you need to improve your selling, because I think I'm of the persuasion that a lot of the sales problems that people have aren't sales based. Most people do generally well in front of prospects. It's getting in front of them that's the problem, and working up to that point to having enough people to hit the consistent level of conversion. So only if you're setting a lot of appointments and closing less than 40% do I really start to say, okay, what are you doing wrong with sales presentation and how can we improve it?